Warframe 199 update really did give us quite plenty of good arcanes. I of course have my personal favorites, and one of them is secondary Enervate, because how beautifully it works with my favorite secondary weapons, especially two of them. And my two favorite secondary weapons are primers that are very potent when you build them for crits. Just let me show you real quick. But first let's just take a quickest look on our secondary Enervate. It simply stacks our crit chance by 10% and resets after 6 big critical hits. So those are orange crits. Orange crit is the big critical hits, red crits are the super crits, etc, etc. So the yellows do not count for it. So basically, if you have a weapon with high fire rate, high critical multiplier, you don't even need a crit mod on it, for the crit chance part of course. The critical damage you will still need, but you will not need the crit chance. And something like Kuva Nukor is, I think, one of the best possible things that you could use secondary Enervate with. And the best about it is that my Kuva Nukor remains as a primer, with the only difference that I will put the primary target cracker for some extra critical damage on it. And of course, unlike other primers, it will not have the secondary Encumber, it will have the Enervate. And of course, as Nukor is a beam weapon, we will use beam length mod, which is the ruinous extension, because every beam weapon that has access to this kind of mod is just feeling tenfold better whenever you use it, so that's a must-have. And everything else here is nearly pure priming setup. It's just the difference is like there's no viral, there is blast for that juicy damage blast is capable of doing now, but it's 60-60 mods everywhere. We also get the corrosive, since I will be using a frame with Nourish to just fully fulfill like all the best possible thingies on the weapon. Corrosive, blast, radiation, which Nukor has innate, and magnetic, which is the progenitor element of the Kuva version of the Nukor. And of course that Nourish providing viral, and all of that stuff providing damage increase from our galvanized shot. Of course some multi-shot mods. Kuva Nukor is very popular weapon and very good primer, one of the best primers in fact. That's why the disposition on Riven is 0.5 I believe. It's like very bottom line. But if you have two elementals on it to get one of the elements we're using, it would be perfect, because then you can slap something like anemic agility for an example for huge fire rate gains, or some other fire rate or whatever mod. So the only time whenever you can use Riven basically on Nukor is kind of when you have those two elements to fuse them together, so you can have one extra mod slot. So in short, it basically looks quite silly in the terms like the numbers we see off of a primer weapon, since it's gonna prime for itself. And just look, we have also our Panzer here providing viral, so we can like have guaranteed that we stacking them up. And just look on the damage, if you can. Half a mil. It's so silly. Remember that this weapon has a multi-shot of 2.7 that stacks a little bit more with the galvanized mod, and we also have 210 status chance, so it also chains to your enemies. So I thought to give it a shot on my new Revenant Prime, new or like old, but I swapped my ability strength shards for corrosive recently, and I thought to myself, I can just give him Nourish and have that standard setup that I just showed you on my Mesa with the corrosive, magnetic, radiation and blast, and adapt that viral from Nourish that I don't really need even, because I got my Panzer as you can see, and just let's take a look. Let's just take a look. But since it's just Simul and I'm gonna be doing a mission, let's just throw that Scourge for those headshots, and let's see. You will be able to stop the video to see the numbers, because yeah, they just flopping from a prime, like that's why like I always complain about primers in this game. They like the damage is so overcrapped that your primer is literally removing the enemies. Not much to be said here, like this stuff is insane. Magnetic also helps so much in the later game when you have overguarded Trax units, for example in Cascade. But let me show you how it just performs in such a simple way on an actual mission. The gameplay is so simple. As long as you get something like Revenant, you're already sorted. You just put the secondary up, get your Mesmer, get the Nourish, never-ending energy because of it. And all you need is the primer build that everyone else used. If you already had Nukor, you had to use similar build if you used it as a primer. I will show you after the mission an alternative build, in case you just wanna spice up the damage to the max. But just enjoy this. Look what's happening. All it takes is like one headshot, it will chain off of the headshot. Boom. A primer weapon, so armor strip for viral prime. All the good stuff. And it kills so fast as well because of the chain. Like if you have punch through on Ariven with 2 elementals, that's pretty much god roll for a Nukor, cause not much better it can get on it. Too low disposition to go for like crit or anything else. 2 elementals just to fuse into elemental, and punch through on like 1.2, 1.3 is just perfect if you wanna aim for Ariven for Nukor. I love that weapon, like I could use it all the time honestly. But now it got the juice that it never had before, and you had to like get orange shards, crit mods. Now, one arcane provides it all. It might reset, but if you look top right corner, the shit stacks so fast that you basically have like a free crit on it. Not to even mention that I already made video on Nukor before, and Nukor doesn't give a fuck, it just kills, always. But now, the amount of damage it has, with the critical damage multiplier it got, and so much free crit at all times without having to fuck around with combo points for secondary outburst. Although secondary outburst can outperform it honestly if you have like ceramic dagger with crazy good Riven, if you can constantly give it combo points. Because outburst also, like you gotta remember, gives you both crit damage and crit chance. Just gotta remember to swap it out and stuff like this. This is just one fix for literally, I believe all of the secondaries, even Stuk can do some critting with it. It's my, I mean, I'm just trying to do some headshots for big crits, 200 kills. But now, let's speed it up. How fast can I kill with this stuff? Just go forward trying to kill stuff. Would be nice if you have glaive with like magazine capacity and the ammo efficiency for killing enemies, because you can also get status and crit chance on it, but that's a second mod. But all we need is like some ammo efficiency. So actually Arcane Pistolier would make quite the work, because I think I have Arcane Avenger and I'm not really feeling it, since I don't really need it anymore. I just forgot to swap it out. But Pistolier can do quite nice work with Nukor's magazine and overall ammo out, efficiency with the weapon. So, just one headshot from time to time, and you're sorted on like just constantly walking with the beam up. So that could be like one of the best arcane picks. And the other is velocity, of course, for the fire rate. It's not enough enemies. I wish I could augment Mesmer skin not to stun the enemies sometimes. Sometimes it's godly, sometimes it's not. An augment for it would be lovely. I mean, I wonder how it's gonna deal with ACOLYTE. That's all I'm waiting for, because Blast is kinda made for it. Before, like, builds with Nukor had the only issue with, like, taking time with the ACOLYTE. Is he spawned already? I need to give Immortality mod back to my Panzer. Oh, Eximus unit. Oh, I mean, just look what's happening with the viral. Like, you can pause the video to, like, on anything that doesn't flop instantly. Just look how fast it just fully primes it. Look. I barely die. Oh my god. Oh, here you are. Let's see how it deals with him. Oh, he flopped. Yeah. 2 green Archon shards and literally every frame is a nuke frame with this. And throw headshots. It's so lovely how they're getting disintegrated. There is no like bodies because it just fucking disintegrates them. Look at that. Disintegrates everything, bro. Here's our ACOLYTE. Let's reload. Where he at? Still not the fastest weapon to kill ACOLYTE. Pistolier would be needed, so yeah, so we don't have to reload. Would change a lot. But Revenant's Revenant, he doesn't give a fuck. Unless it's violence. Beautiful, but let's go over the build with the most spicy damage that I think would take care of the ACOLYTE easily. And onto the next weapon, because I think it's even more fun. If you're enjoying my content, remember to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified with my latest uploads. And without further ado, let's continue with the video. So for the maximum damage, what I would be using is exactly this one too. Of the prime mods, we still retain the 6060 ones for the beautiful status priming, lethal torrent, and I just reminded myself about existence of this mod. So if you have 2 elementals on a Riven, you put this on, so you have punch through. I just actually love that mod because of the Kuva Nukor, not gonna lie. It's all I needed for, like I constantly said, all I need for pistols is another punch through mod with just not pure punch through, because this is too much, like punch through is useless above 1-2. So literally this was 15, but it gave me nothing more than too much punch through. And this 45 crit damage and just enough punch through. Beautiful. So if you have a Raven with 2 elementals, you can fit this in for the punch through. Or if you have punch through, then you don't need this. Like, we just lack one more mod slot for perfect build, because we need either punch through or all the set of elements, if we're using Nourish. If not using Nourish, you gotta need that viral. That viral is too broken, but then you can easily go for Roar, and just based on, let's say, hit as alone stuck in, or maybe electric for the instant damage. Just before we go over this build, all I have to mention is Arcane Pistolier, Precision, Velocity. 3 best picks, you pick your poison, which one you wanna use. Arcane Avenger can be an option, but I truly believe it's not that needed with this build. But enough of that, let's go over Kompressa. We go the way we go, because that's not a Kuva weapon. I'm really limited on the formas I have, but if you really want to, you can go with this. It will just take you a lot of farming. But basically, Pistol Elementalist, Viral, Corrosive, Blast. Viral is innate, so we can use Roar, which makes it just triple as spicy. The way Kompressa works, the way it has delayed explosion, it synergizes so well with secondary Enervate, it's just insane. Like, I can guarantee, I didn't even check before, but I'm 100% sure the ACOLYTE will just go poof with Kompressa. So yeah, let's just get into the gameplay, because I'm really hyped to show you how it looks like. So, as usual, mesmering up, so I can freely show you stuff. I'm not gonna be using Scourge, no need. I have Arcane Precision, but it's just easy to randomly get a headshot, as you can see already up. But with Roar, it's gonna be so spicy. I mean, okay. Damn, I love that weapon from the very beginning I used it. It was the best buy I did on the market, because I was too lazy to farm it. But can you see this? I love that weapon. Like, you just shoot in general direction when you see like the red dots of enemies on the map, and you just make them gone. You can just do 360. Shoot like in general direction of enemies, and they are gone. Here's some enemies, and they're gone. Isn't that beautiful? Damn. Just give me that ACOLYTE already. Just give me that ACOLYTE already. Oh. Seeing red crits on Kompressa is just so low. Oh, it's so sad that they won't get, like, the status chance negative on Riven I got is so sad, because knowing that they would get fully primed with all the explosions with multi-shot. I mean, they will still get kinda primed fast, but they will die way before, like... They're just getting like yeeted. Like the other thingy was just disintegrating them, but this one's like because of the explosion, it's yeeting them in the fucking Africa every time it goes off. Oh, this guy got stripped. And just get that overguard off. No, my roar faded. It's a perfect specimen to test on. God damn it. Like, how do you die to the fucking initial thingy? I don't want to see the damage. Oh, here we go. Don't die too fast. Nah, that wasn't the tankiest of the units, Eximus. Oh, this guy is. Are you kidding me? Did you explode from that? To be fair, and fulmination wouldn't be half bad for a bigger explosion. Just the fact it gets so little because of the baseline being quite... Oh, no, I killed the Eximus too fast. He just died to the collateral damage. Because I not... And another Eximus I noticed too late. This is not tanky enough, Eximus. But Overguard helps a lot considering it changes some way the status works. So it's so easy to test on them because you can prime them first. But when your primer is literally your damage weapon as well, it's so hard to prime first. Just look. But yeah, having thrown weapon with the magazine capacity and reload speed, not ammo efficiency, I said before, but it would be so lovely. Or just the pistol here, because the headshots ain't that hard with it, you know? Like, here we would probably get one. So the ammo, an arcane velocity would... Pistolier and velocity would be probably my favorites, actually. Just give me that ACOLYTE already. Look. It's just so fun. Let's maybe pre-stack some crit... Oh no, I think I will... Okay, I have 280. Where's that ACOLYTE? Let me just kill them a bit with Scourge. With negative ribbon. I see there's no damage. Here he comes. About the time. Let's see how Kompressa deals with ACOLYTEs. That parkour velocity shards though. Oh, and that would be all from me, so I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, see you on the next one.